Thank you, Jesus. People are praying not to know God, but for God to deliver. It's a horrible dilemma. They're saying, God, turn it around. God, do this for me. And you don't know him. I believe, and I'm going to lose some friends on this, but I believe in all my heart, this corona, God is using this in these last and evil days. Jesus said there will be pestilence in the land. He said it. Now all of a sudden, there's a conspiracy. Now all of a sudden, somebody created it. Now all of a sudden, however you want to look at it, the bottom line is Jesus said it was coming. He said there would be pestilence in the land. There would be wars and rumors of wars. And in the midst of that, there is mistaken praise. We're crying because loved ones are leaving and we can't even have a funeral. Can't even have a funeral. It's almost like he's saying, you let the dead bury the dead. Oh, I know it's hard. Then there are people who are in the kingdom that are dying, and we're so grieved we act like they're unsaved. Bishops are dying, pastors are dying. But to die is the gain. And I did a little research. Every death is not because of corona. Everybody dying is not because of corona. But everything is being blurred in. And there's a mistaken praise in the land right now. There's a mistaken praise in the land right now. We're celebrating the wrong things. People had so much confidence in their jobs to the point that people would stay home from church because they needed to get some rest. But when they wanted to do whatever they wanted to do, they wouldn't rest for that. They would go do what they wanted to do. I've heard people for years say the reason they're not in church, I had to work. And you lied. Because nobody's working 24 hours a day. But we're not going to interrogate you and try to look at your work schedule because people do what they want to do. But see, in pre-corona, God was not a priority. But now, every time you wake up, you're going to check on your baby to make sure your baby ain't sick. Every time you wake up, you're checking to see if your wife or your husband is wheezing or coughing. See, now life is in jeopardy. Now you're thanking God for each day. You took a whole lot. We took a whole lot for granted. We took a whole lot for granted. Now somebody cough. You're looking at people like, my God. You worry. We're practicing social distancing. Well, this ain't new. We've been practicing social distancing. We've been faking relationships. We've been being in the same room and not having real relationship. We've been practicing social distancing. God is just bringing to the front what you've been doing in the dark. This ain't new. You've been not speaking. Can't get no help now. You've been not speaking to people. You've been ignoring people. You've been rolling your eyes. When the preacher said, touch your neighbor, you tried to look at somebody else, not the one sitting next to you. You've been practicing social distancing. So God said, all right, that's what you want to do. I'm going to let you do it for real. Now you wish somebody would touch you. You wish somebody would hug you. It's a mistaken praise. But in the midst of it all, God is saying, is there anybody here that will give me glory in a dry land? Saying, God, you're still good. God, you're still wonderful. God, I'm not giving you a mistaken praise. I'm not giving you glory because I want you to deliver us. I'm giving you glory that if you don't deliver us, you're still God. If you don't bring us out, you're still worthy. As a matter of fact, you've been good enough to me that if you don't bring me out of this, you've been more than worthy of the praise.